changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Siema, siema. Z tej strony Damków. W kwipunku tu pewnie dodatki.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days
Składał mnie.
Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Jak ja się nazywam? Clint Eastwood. A, zwyczajnie Damian. O.
can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place.
Good Spring było w Redzie dwójce. Jedynce
How'd I
chyba
do?
też. Rage. Wejdźmy oczywiście na biały. Twarz. Sierżant. A może być. Tak.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
O Jezus. Ale szybkość.
Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
A, to jest ten teraz. Wybór. Wytrzymałość. Inteligencja.
Look at that. Maybe them bullets done your brain some good. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn a dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Karma.
House.
Zdemoluj.
Night.
Noc. Sen.
Bandit.
paruj.
Light. Mother.
Matka, opiekunka, geny swoich ciasteczek. Andra, gadka, żal, ludzka tarcza. Opiekunka.
Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature. I ain't given to relying on others for support. I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention. I'm slow to embrace new ideas. I charge in to deal with my problems head on. Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this?
Co ja
Tell me
tam
what you see.
widzę? Jakaś plama.
Okay. How about this one?
Co mi to przypomina? Nic. Jakaś plama.
Last one. Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have
Zobaczymy.
nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Dobra, może być.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Czemu to nie jest przetłumaczone? Mhm. Nie wiem. Ciężko ręka. Jako, że jestem okularnikiem, to wezmę czworooczność.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Powinienem złodziejem. Dobra, idę. Nic specjalnego. Okej, będzie się wydało.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Jest. Nie podchodzi. Dopiero kopniak w łeb. O, Ragixa. Jak ja to lubię. By poszło. Się otwierają od KL. Tak. No tabel. Mhm. Grałem trochę w czwórkę, to wiem, co nic. Retoryka. O, ci tu kurde spalone książki. Trzeba zawsze sprawdzać. Reakcje, środek przytrzymujący. Dobra, myślę, że pójdę. Gdzie ten dziadek, który jest?
I expect you'll be wanting to go outside after being cooped up for so long, but if you have... I didn't see him or the men with him. Your best bet would... Sure.
No, pewnie zakaz.
You take...
Dobra, idę. Światełko. O. Coś, to za duże miasto.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle? Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
Kawusia.
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. So once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out... Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. I moseyed into town, 10, 15... Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor. Happy trails!
Okej. Nic tu nie ma.
Way too many strangers coming into town these days. No offense. Howdy. If you're looking for supplies, Chet over at the general store can help you out. Explore. Chyba nic nie ma. A co my tu? Mamy. Chyba zrobię z tego serię. Mi się już podoba. Szkoła.
Bomba wiśniowa. Ładnie sobie. Pójdę znowu sprzedawać. Utknąłem. Chętnie. Pusto. Gdzieś tam gospoda. Tam. Po znaczniku. Coś innego.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you? The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Word of advice, though. If you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now... Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare... Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part. Towns like Good Springs and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something. They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the... The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who... Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with... Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the...
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon. Everything all right? Well, let's just finish this first, all right? Then we could talk. Preferably somewhere where I can get a stiff drink and Cheyenne can keep cool.
Okay.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along? Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
A koji sam hoće?
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way. Oh, okay. You want
pies.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me. Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Zginęło.
Ah, hell's bells. There's not a day passes by I don't tell people not to come here by themselves. Some people, your word just isn't good enough for them. Then this happens. Well, it's a part of life out here. Best to accept it. But you did what you promised, staying out here with me. Here's my end of the deal. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested? All right, then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Dobra. Ale to już w następnym filmiku. Na razie to tyle ode mnie. Do zobaczenia wkrótce.